an opposite potency contradicting God, a a momentary evil's almightiness has straddled the straight path of nature's acts. Now again here you have evil, where it is definitely a noun. With a capital E. This E is not capital E. If it were this evil, nature house in human heart, then I would make that E also capital. Now, an opposite potency, well, all the possibilities of the superconscient creation, when they get lost in the inconscience, they become opposite potencies, opposite possibilities in the inconscience. This is what we have got all along here. And that is what Savitri is seeing, that whatever was beautiful, fine, powerful, life, living, all that in truth has become an opposite in the inconscience. An opposite potency, and therefore that will contradict God. If the superconscious possibility asserts God, the opposite of it in the inconscience will be to oppose God. A momentary evil's almightiness has straddled the straight path of nature's acts. See again, this evil and this nature's acts. It made it very clear. But basically, the important aspect is, until now, in the cosmic dream, what Savitri was seeing is the opposite potency. Until now. And therefore, we have got here a Manichaean creator and destroyer. Opposite potency, creation and destruction. Both simultaneously. Therefore, is Manichaean. He is evil, he is good. He is creator, he is destroyer. Now, of course, according to the law of karma or law of ethical morality, you have simultaneously good being rewarded with positive things, evil being punished by negative things, by taking you back. So that is the Manichaean justice done to man. Evil is punished, good is rewarded. That is the Manichaean duality which is there in our ethical conception of things, you see. This can abolish man, annul his world. This Manichaean creator and destroyer. He has both the possibilities of doing simultaneously. Now, Sri has used this Manichaean concept in number of places in his writings, in the Life Divine, in many other places also. And I got here there are a number of quotations, but I will just read one particular one from volume 16 of the Collected Work. Volume 16, the Supramental Manifestation, in the SABC volume 16. Page 179. The terrestrial law, that is the heading of the chapter, terrestrial law. And there he says, the world we see is to our notions, the world we see to our notion, if not immoral, yet non-moral and contradictory to the idea of what it should be. We have got certain ideas about the world, but what we see is something opposite to that in the world. Therefore, we go behind it. What we see is something, but what idea we have got here, therefore we try to go behind this world, behind it. Discover that this earth life is not all. Erect new their our moral rule and rejoice and find that after all, the universe does not obey our human conceptions and therefore all is well. We see that the world should be like this, but what we see here is ugly, dirty, all kind of cruel things that are happening around here. And our idea is it should be a very beautiful, nice, sweet, harmonious world. So, what we try to do is we try to go behind the idea of the world to see what should be, you see. And rejoice, after all, the universe does obey our human conception, does not, after all, the universe does obey our human conception and therefore all is well. The idea behind our world is what we feel happy about it. The mysterious conflict, the Manichaean struggle. This is the Manichaean struggle. The opposite coming together. This is Manichaean. The Manichaean struggle, the inextricable tangle here of good and evil is not cured or accounted for, but we say that at least the good and the evil are justly dealt with according to their kind. Good is dealt with according to good kind, evil is dealt according to its kind. This duly rewarded and duly punished in other worlds or other births. So if I am doing good in other worlds, I will get good rewards of it. Or what we call it, we accumulate punya, merit. From life to life it grows. If you do evil things, then you accumulate papa, sin, and that you suffer for that in the other world. And this duly rewarded and duly punished in other worlds or other births, there is therefore a dominant moral law, and we may cherish a faith that the good will prevail. That is a faith, an act of faith. Prevail. Ahura Masta, conquer and not Ahriman. That is our good faith. It is Ahura Mazda who will conquer and not Asura. But Deva, God, he will conquer and not Asura. And on the whole, all is as it should be. So that is what we visualize and we kind of console ourselves. All right, there is good, there is evil. So if I follow good, I will be rewarded. If I follow evil, I will be punished. And therefore, I will mold my life according to those moral ideals which I got with me and carry on till you see. So it is this Manichaean creator can abolish man. So this is one example here I have given you about the Manichaean creator from this one, the terrestrial law. That is the terrestrial law, you see. And in other places in the Life Divine, in fact, I have put that thing on the net also on our I sent you around also. Yeah. But there is a guardian power. So although we have got this Manichaean creator, the consolation is there. All right. There is so much of evil in this world, but be happy also that there is somebody who takes care of you, who loves you, who will give you all the help you will need during your difficult times. But there is a guardian power. There are hands that save, calm eyes, divinely guard the human seed. So all this carnage, massacre, all that he has described here, all that is also seen by a divine eye. And he is not disturbed, he remains calm in spite of all that. We suffer, but that fellow is calm. Eyes, calm eyes, divinely guard the human scene. So this human scene Savitri is seeing now. And therefore now, if it is the calm eyes who is seeing the human scene, what for? What is he seeing in the human possibility? All right, massacre is there, etc., admitted. But behind that, what is he seeing? He sees that all the world's possibilities in man are awaiting as the tree waits in its seed. This is what the divine eye, the regard, the calm eye sees. Yes, we have got all possibilities present in us. Our DNA is designed for these possibilities to open out. It is there. It's a question of evolution, of going through the entire process. It has to happen. See. All the world's possibilities and man are awaiting as a tree waits in its seed. Now, this is, well, of course, he says his past lives in him. It drives his future space. The past drives the future. His present acts fashion his coming fate. So, past, what has gone behind, all our activities, all our causes, they are there, and they are in a way driving the future space. Future. Basically, what it means that in the past itself, there are things waiting in the seed. In the past itself, there are things waiting in the seed of the past itself. And it is they who are driving the future space. The movement, the unfolding is because of them. See. His presence acts fashion his coming fate. What is going to happen? That is now being fashioned by them. Now this is something, therefore in fact he concludes the same thing. The unborn gods hide in his house of life. The gods had to take birth in the house of life. They have to take birth in the house of life, you see. That is what the possibilities are waiting. Possibilities are waiting, you see. Now, this is a long philosophical discourse. Past, what is called the philosophical language, Atita. What has gone behind, Atita. Future, Anagata, which has not arrived. Anagata, future. Present, Vartamana, the current thing, Vartamana. So you have got Vartaman, the present, it is that which you use. The past, Atita, which has gone behind, and the future. Now, in a deeper philosophical sense, it is not that the past is dead. Past is not dead. We say it is gone, it doesn't mean that it has gone away. Good riddance, it's not that. It is possible for us in the present to shape, of course, our future. But while shaping our future, we have to also work upon the past. It is there in us. You have to do work upon the past. That you cannot escape. All that has to be done, has to be also done on the past, so that the future does not get affected by the wrongs of the past later on. Otherwise, they can again jump up any time and build the future then. So, while we are here in the present and doing things, we are working out for the future, but we also see that the past is becoming more and more luminous, more and more happier, sweeter, brighter. We transform the past We work upon the past, transform it. The subconscious is there. You have to purify it. You have to make that degenerate stuff into something which is living, luminous, bright, and make it a part of the future. That has to happen, you see. Fashion is coming fate, and therefore the gods can hide. In the Sanskrit language, what is it called? I will read that thing. Someone who speaks of that thing here. Page 98. Oh, it's opening. Yeah. Well, you can read that in more detail. He says, Ekam Bijam Bahuda Shakti Yogat. That is the Sanskrit phrase. Now, what it means is that one seed with the universal self-existence by process of force has disposed in many ways. Well, one seed with the universal self-existence. He has cast one seed. One seed with the universal self-existence. He is self-existent. He has cast the seed. By a force. How he has cast? By his force. By his Shakti. Disposed in many ways. With all the possibilities with one seed. Way. Ekam Bijam. Ekam means one. Bijam means seed. Ekam Bijam. Bahuda, many. Bahuda. Shakti Yoga. By his Yoga Shakti, he has dispersed them in many ways, you see. Shakti Yoga. But even the principle of development is one, and the structural ground plan, two, is it develops step by step. Although the seed is there, in many ways there, but the sequence, the seed is there. The way it grows into a tree and bears fruit, there is a process. Or a long, it has to go on. So that is the bija. The bija means seed. You see. Basically, this line refers to this concept. Where is in its seed? You got a small little fig tree, fig seed, fig, just a little like that. But then when things happen, it grows into a huge big banyan tree, you see. It is present there, the banyan tree is present in the seed itself, you see. It has been planted already in the seed, the tree is there. You are not able to see. But the process of time and all the possibilities which are there, they nourish it up and bring out a tree, you see. So all the possibilities are waiting in the tree, waits in a seed, you see. Tree waits in a seed. Now I told you last time, earlier, not last time, long ago, the story of Narad, you see, about a cobbler who was a great devotee, you see, and that cobbler asked Narad, what is Vishnu now busy with in his heaven? And then Narad says, he is trying to push an elephant to the eye of a needle. He is busy trying to push an elephant to the eye of a needle. And the cobbler says, yes, 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 I know he can do it. Yes, it is possible. Vishnu can definitely do it. And then Narada asked, how? How do you know that? Look, I am sitting under the banyan tree, this small little seed. Vishnu has already put the entire tree in that seed. He has achieved a miracle. He has achieved a miracle, you see. So he can do that. So in this cosmos, we don't see that thing, but the entire divine manifestation is already present in this seed in us. The possibility of the divine manifestation is already implied in the entire creation. It has to happen. The supramental transformation is decreed and inevitable in the process of Earth evolution. That was the message Sri Aurobindo had given. That was what Sri Aurobindo had written in 1927 in that book, The Mother, in 1927. And that was the last message, darshan message, which was given on 24th November 1950, just a few days before Sri Aurobindo's withdrawal. Supramental manifestation is decreed, inevitable and decreed in the process of Earth. That was the last message. It means that he had put the entire yogic force in that last message, that it does happen. The seed is charged now fully with that power. It has to happen. That glowing content is there, it has to simply burst out now. He has already put that thing there in the seed. That is good. See, it's very remarkable. Last message from Sri Aurobindo comes like that, you see. It is not by thought, but by the yogic logic. These things happen automatically, you see. 24th November 1950, absolutely the last message, you see. So the whole of yogic force is there in that message, you see. So that is the seed. And that seed is waiting for the possibilities. It is web. And those possibilities had to be worked out first by the mother. She has to work them out first, you see. Savitri has to work out those possibilities. That is what Savitri is saying. That the unborn gods are hiding there behind. The seed which is pregnant with all those possibilities has to burst out and bring out a new creation. It has to happen, you see. The unborn gods hide in his house of life. Actually, there are a lot of passages. I think I have sent some of them already on the mail, no? Let me read a couple of them. Rebirth is the only possible machinery for evolution. If all that thing has to happen, then it's only by rebirth. Rebirth, yeah. Always the tree of life puts forth its various flowers and sheds them and breaks into some flowers in the recurring season. Keeps on happening. That is the perpetuality of nature, is her way of expressing immortality. A flower, a rose blooms in the morning and fades away in the evening. But again another rose comes. So the roses die, but the rose continues to be there, you see. Karma, the working of universal energy, that is what it is doing here. Agnosticism, the bank of ungrasped infinite. He is defining what is agnosticism. You don't believe in all that thing. What is agnosticism? It is the bank of ungrasped infinite. You don't understand infinite, and therefore you become an agnostic. The soul evolving in nature. That is what is happening here, seed, etc. Soul evolving in what the Gita says. Prakatir jiva bhuta. Prakatir, by nature, jiva grows bhuta. By birth, he enjoys immortality. That is what the Upanishad says. By birth, he enjoys immortality. Sambhutya amrutam. Sambhutya, by birth. Amrutam, immortality. Ashnute, enjoy. Fate is the mechanism driving things towards that, basically. Fate is the unseen creator, adrashta, unseen creator, working out things in this manner.